Greetings, minions, engineers, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade playing Space Engineers Beta, and this is episode number 37. So last episode we did a little cruise up to one of the asteroids, gathered a bunch of goodness, and the base is now doing the processing. So as you can see, the gold up there in the ore section there is doing pretty good. We still got about 30.3k, and that's being refined, and of course that's being turned into either superconductors or well, probably not reactor parts, but anyways, it's all getting processed. And that's good. We got some ice, we got some iron, we're chock full of platinum, which is always good, considering how rare it is on planet, and as plentiful as it is in space. We still got some stuff we need to get, though. I kind of want to get a good supply of uranium together, but I want to build another ship. So we will try to deal with that. Alright, that's right. Suck all the air out. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Where's the trouble coming from now? I might want to tweak the ranges on the guns, but I'm not too terribly worried about that. You know, one thing we could do is build a control station. I gotta remember which controls to do here. Let's see, do we want to do like that? And we'll do a button panel. So I need interior plates, yada yada yada. Let's see. Interior plates, computers, and construction components. It looks like the game has been updated and changed all the icons around, because they did it where at one point they changed them to like new designs or new patterns or whatever for them, and then they reverted back to the old ones. I was like, wait a minute. That's kind of different. Alright, so we'll build this. Alright, so now we'll go in here and let's see. Set up actions. Piston. And let's see. Number 1 button will be the reverse. It's basically just to automatically go up or down. Button 3 can be, let's see, increase maximum distance. And we'll give that a shot. Why not? See how that works. And then decrease. Okay. And let's try. Okay, now can we... Aha! There we go. There, so there we can adjust that. Kind of awkwardly, but hey, got it done, right? Alright, so now I'm hitting the wrong keys because I'm so used to other games. We don't need that no more. Let's get a landing gear. And we're gonna need some steel plate and other goodness. And what else do we need? 4 steel tubes and some motors. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. I'm kind of contemplating whether I should do this large or small, and of course this ain't working quite like I wanted. I'm thinking it might be better just to do it as a small. That'll work. Okay. Plop. Alright, so we'll retract it. Just so we can get it at surface level here. And we'll build a base off of this. Alright, let's hop up here. Try to land on it. Probably should have done this out of heavy armor, but I just want to see if I can actually build it. Not so much worried about anything else, really. Alright, so the next thing I want to kind of set the set how the basicness of the ship will be. You'll see what I mean in a minute here, because I can't spit it out. Alright, so this is the center beam of the ship, or the keel, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so whereabouts? It's a stupid auto turn thing. I think like that should be fine, as long as it's in line together. So I'm going to go do, like I was saying in the last episode, a 3x3 kind of construction here. And hopefully they'll be interlaced together, sorta. Come on. And by the way, if you guys are hearing a humming or hissing through my microphone, my story that I'm going to be sticking to is that I am recording this at like 7 o'clock in the evening. I usually record after midnight when everyone in my house is asleep and all is quiet and the weather is cooler. But unfortunately, I have not been able to stay up late like that, like I usually do. And so I'm doing this at this time where it's still warm and there's people still around. And so to keep from melting, I have a fan going on here in my bunker. And I'm out of steel plate. But yeah, I have a fan. I have what I call the redneck ceiling fan. And basically what it is I have a box fan that I have mounted to the ceiling, aiming downwards, and then I have air filters on it, so it will try to keep my room from being as dusty as it has been, because it doesn't take long for this room to get dusty. And I'm not exactly a world-class house cleaner. Not that I'm a messy person. I usually like a good deal of order, but there's just so many nooks and crannies in this room to get to do proper dusting that I'm just not able to get to it. But anyways, I have a fan above me. It's set down to low. Hopefully it's not audible. But if you do hear a slight hiss or a hum in the background, chances are pretty good it's the fan. And you're going to hear this probably until next winter. Just because it can get pretty muggy in here. And my microphone is not super sensitive, but it might be picking it up. And again, the main rules of my channel is if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. And if you come out of here with swamp pits because it's so warm and muggy and all, that's not fun. So, you know, gotta do something about that. Okay, now it's time for the small steel tubes. Wow, I just picked up all of them. Should be enough. Should be enough. And I need to get computers and construction components as well. And let's see. And it's probably more than enough, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. Okay, so we got that much together. Almost kind of think about making it a little longer. And we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we have the hydrogen tanks. We're going to need to dispose of those for the moment. I'm hitting the wrong keys again. Alright, so we got the hydrogen tanks. We're going to need oxygen generators. And it's going to require some steel plate. Probably a bunch of that. What else? Large steel tubes. We'll go with that many. Motors and computers. Hopefully that's enough. Alright, so we will put... That's on the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah. Like so. Like so. Like so. I think we'll do the same for the back. Hopefully 6 should be enough, if I recall right, to maintain... Well, maybe 5, I guess. It should be enough to try to maintain enough for thrust. I can't remember. It was on the wiki. I think it was on the wiki anyway. In any case, the idea is to have ice in storage, enough ice to keep the tanks topped off, counter to the expenditure being used by the thrusters. That's how it works in theory, anyway. Now back here, let's see. Let's look at the cargo options. Let's see. At least a medium container. Let's see. Look it up like that. I probably should take the oxygen generators off and put cargo containers at the ends. Let's see how that would look. Yeah, that seems to be the best route to go. What's my... Damn it, I'm screwing up again. Alright, so we'll do this first. And I want... Let's see, do I want it like that? I don't have an interior plate. Go figure, right? Now there's one type of box here. I think it's a connector is what I'm looking for. A junction. See, the thing about these junctions is they have the big on, what is it, all the way around one side, and then flipped around like that. You get the 3 mini ports. So I could do it like so. Because what I want to do is have a means of putting a connector on the back, much like those two ships have a connector on the back. I also want it to be connected to cargo holds, so when I drill and whatnot, it'll automatically get processed and, or put into those, and still have the ability to hook up to thrusters. So I'm thinking. Alright, well I need to get interior plate anyways. I've only partially conceptualized this in my pea brain. Alright, so we hooked up right like that. Small steel tubes, but they have gas. That should be plenty. Whoa, almost slammed into it. Alright, so we got that. It's hooked up. Big leak there. And for the cargo box, let's see, 8. Well, I could just mount it up on these ports here. Let's see, here, here, and here. Do I have room in between? No. Let's see. That won't wedge in between. I might need to get those hunky-dory little connectors. Yeah, and they're not going to fit in there, are they? Well, maybe. Let's see, 7. Yeah, that's how it'll work. And I'm out interior plate. See, the problem I'm seeing here is these smaller ports will only let in certain objects through, not all objects, which is kind of disappointing to me. These large ports, though, these large ends right there, will allow everything through. There's no limitation. So I want the full flexibility, but not so much the full mess. So this here, these here will be the cargo containers, I think, for ice. In which case, yeah, I guess that'll be fine. Excuse me. Yeah, we could do ice on top, and then we'll take off these and put on individual cargo containers. for like ores and
Meteor storm inbound.
stuff like that. And where is the trouble coming from? Oh, lovely. Let's see how long it takes. Oh, the guns are right on them. See, some of them aren't really a threat, and they're getting shot down. And I'm thinking it probably would be best if I retweak the turret's range. I'm not going to worry about it right now, though. That's not the priority. So... I don't exactly know how I'm going to handle this. I have ideas, but not fully fleshed out ideas. And I think... let's see, we got 2 ports there. I guess we can go like that. Display and bulletproof glass, huh? I forgot how much I need of each. Let's see if we can pitch a couple of those. Should be enough, right? I forgot how much they cost. That's plenty. Excellent. Alright, so we got that. And we can set up the drill rigs underneath here. Or set it up so it goes to an array for the drills. Let's actually see how that will go. Weapons and tools. Okay, drills. So you got 1 port. So you can do it like that. I kind of don't like offset drills. Let me see how it looks another way. And it's not going to go side by side there, is it? No. So you get it to come out here to the node. Well, could do underslung. Maybe. Lord, I'm a mess. Well, you know, and hang it up a little bit there. Oh, it was a save. So that makes it even with the nose of the cockpit. I don't have everything to it. What I need, construction components. Fair enough. What am I missing? Yeah, go figure. Okay, this is just to see if it can actually work better. And I could... Yeah, this ain't gonna line up quite the way I was hoping. I can go like that. They're even at least. You know, they're not one further ahead than the other. can't do that, though. It does really limit things. But I don't think I want to go too crazy in terms of having too many drills. You know what I'm saying? And it does leave us some room. And steel tubes. Always a damn steel tubes. 2 of them. And while we're here, because you know we're gonna need them. Alright. I guess that's suitable for now. I might even just expand off to the sides to widen it out to get a wider plane. We'll see how that is. I might even go for one up top. Just because be able to drill a tunnel and not get the ship wedged in on it. So let's see, we'd have to come out like 2 blocks. Yeah, I think that could be done. Actually, this could be a cargo. I think that's what I selected, isn't it? Yeah, it's the cargo container. So we'll rotate that. Oh, wrong rotation. That's the way I like it. So go like that. And this will have to be a conveyor. Okay. This is probably one of the ugliest things you'll ever see. But I'm not big on what looks good so much as I am for what works good. Let's see what it looks like from the cockpit. Oh my. You know, it's actually not that terrible. Not that great, but not that terrible. We could do something with that. So now we got to see about getting the other bits and bobs in. I'm thinking I will try to put a skin around this to some extent, but only after I get all the other bits and bobs on it, like the thrusters and gyros, computers, and all that on there. But at least here, see, this is a whoop. Right here is the weak point for me, because I don't know. It's gonna run all the ores and stuff through that. And then back through here. I would much rather that ores would go directly into a cargo bin and then to oxygen generators and the like. And I'm not too peaked about this. Let me see here. Yeah, that ain't even lining up right. So maybe. Okay, I see what we gotta do. Alright, so we need to put in a conveyor frame. I think probably even one down here. Maybe that will work. Yep, that'll work. Alright, now we need to get interior plate. So that kind of bridges them together. I'm thinking I probably ought to do something with these to bridge them together, because at least then whatever gets into these drill heads, instead of going directly through here, can come up through this conveyor, up through here to another conveyor junction, and into here, so it can go into these storage bins. Well, I'll figure this a little bit off camera before I start recording the next episode. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and putting up with my crap. Hope there's something edutational, infotainment, whatever. Hope you guys got something out of this that's useful and or fun, and that you'll join me for the next episode. Do check out the links in the description box below, particularly my Twitter feed, and also follow the other links down below for other YouTubers who have great content that you really ought to check out. If you don't know about them, well, this is a great time to get to know other personalities and let them know that Silverblade sent you. So until next time, see you later. Twitch.